Leadership DeKalb was founded as a program of the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce. Founding member and first board chair, Doug Dillard, talks about how Leadership DeKalb came about.
Well, there was a group of us that had gone through Leadership Georgia. Leadership Atlanta had been created, and a group of us, Margaret Jones, Robin Harris, a group of us decided that it would be good to create a Leadership DeKalb. And I think that the program, Leadership DeKalb, has made the leaders more qualified to take them through these pretty troubling waters and different waters since the early 80s when the form of government was changed.
In the late 80s and early 90s, Leadership DeKalb continued to flourish, and the classes continued to grow in size. By 1994, Leadership DeKalb became its own 501c3 nonprofit organization, and since its founding, it has graduated more than 1,000 people. People who are all committed and passionate about their communities, and people who want to see DeKalb County thrive.
When we had our sessions, there was always a certain aha moment for each particular segment of the program. But I think probably the one that stood out the most was how many people truly care about the future of DeKalb County.
I wanted to get connected with my county and see what it had. It was more of a learning perspective for me.
And I remember thinking during that first opening retreat that there were a lot of amazing people in DeKalb who I had never once interfaced with or touched any aspect of who they are and what they did.
To me, the most rewarding aspect by far are the personal connections that I've made through it. In my particular position, those relationships are invaluable. You can't put a price on that.
And we met on August 22nd of 1991. We have two children. We have Colin, he is 15, a sophomore in high school, and we have Ansley, and she is 13 and an 8th grader. But our first date was after Pat Epps. He spoke at one of our sessions, and he commented that if anybody was interested in going up to ride an airplane ride, to let him know. So I called him and set up a time for Clay and I to go take a ride with him.
There aren't enough opportunities that bring us together to have thoughtful conversation about improving the county and improving ourselves as individual leaders and our families. Leadership DeKalb certainly did that for me, and I think it does it for so many other people who are out here looking for a conduit to connect their thoughts and ideas with other bright people in order to make improvements in all of our lives.
When I think about those men and women currently that are in elected office, those that are appointed to key positions, and those that are in the various corporate suites of DeKalb as well as the Metro Atlanta area, a lot of them have their starts in Leadership DeKalb.
It opened up my mind to the diversity of DeKalb as well. So my experience in 2006 just empowered me to understand all that DeKalb County has to offer. And I think it empowered me to be able to operate in this role as a public servant, as an elected official here in DeKalb.
Leadership DeKalb alumni take their experience and continue to participate in key leadership roles throughout the county. For many graduates, it does not end at closing retreat. In fact, it's just the beginning. As alumni members continue to take lead after the program, current participants, starting with the class of 2014, will begin working together in the community immediately. Through the community service projects, Leadership DeKalb hopes to benefit 21 to 24 nonprofit organizations in the next 3 years, with input from 165 leaders.
This is actually a chance for us to give back and offer our expertise to the county in a very tangible and tactical way.
As the organization nears its 30th anniversary in just a few years, it will continue the tradition of preparing and convening leaders who care deeply about DeKalb County.
I certainly think this is a new era for Leadership DeKalb. We have worked to develop a clearer path and a clearer direction for the program that's centered around economic development and bettering the lives of DeKalb citizens.
We invest in Leadership DeKalb because we believe it's a great value proposition, not just to have our organizational leaders go through the program and develop skills, but to build relationships across the community and to have the community intentionally building a core of leaders that'll take this county forward.
Leadership is about vision, having a vision for a people or an organization, and being able to implement that vision. It's not just enough to have a vision, but you have to have a vision that you can write it out, that you can implement it and make it work on behalf of a people and or an organization.
Leadership really is about helping people see the best in themselves in order to bring out the best in others around them.